Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Vybz Kartel speaks from jail in exclusive interview with Fox 5.
It's dark, it's hot, it has like 3 or 4 bunk beds, it's got a toilet in the corner, and it's got a huge grill. Lots of metal. It's like a dungeon, but it's instead of being in the cellar, it's in the attic. I'm actually in the roof. Yeah, because I was sick for a few years, so definitely I'm recovering physically, but mentally I've always been in a good place because I know I'm innocent and I know I'm coming out. Yeah, of course, I believe that. And to be totally honest, the system really wanted me thrown away. It was never about me being charged for a murder. It was about getting rid of Vybz Kartel, not Adidja Palmer, the person. Because they told us, they say we have too much influence. If you remember when Movado and I had that little feud a few years ago, we even went to King's house, which is like the home of the Prime Minister. And they were telling us that, oh, we're leading the kids astray, and if we don't stop what we're doing, we're not going to get any permission to do shows and stuff like that. So it has always been about the influence that Vybz Kartel has. That's a good question. That's why I said I'm more mentally in a better place because I read a lot, I write a lot. You know, I watch movies, I listen to music, and I've met people here that are cool, like cool people that we can talk about stuff. You know, good friends along the lots of songs I can't even count. At one point, I was sending out like 3-4 books a month because when I write the songs, I usually send the books out when I get visits. Thousands of songs, really. And I know all of them are not going to be able to get released maybe in the span of my career, but you know, I just keep writing and writing. It makes me better. I'm basically just thinking about going home now because everything is drawing to a close, so I'm not really worried about my health as much. I'm doing much better, you know, so it's all good.
This is an absolute disaster and should never have happened.
Whole heap of money what the investment cut away of people lose now, whole heap of way, lose life, lose investment.
Vice Chairman of the National Road Safety Council, Dr. Jones, says there is a need for the implementation of a safe systems approach following yesterday's market truck crash in Manchester, which left 4 dead. The crash pushed the total number of road fatalities since the start of the year to 307, a 13% increase when compared to the corresponding period last year. Once again, the nation is plunged into despair and grief because of what is happening on our roads. This is an absolute disaster and should never have happened for several reasons, Dr. Jones said yesterday. We are fully aware of the need to implement the safe systems approach to road safety, and the number one priority in this approach is safe speed. We need to cut down the level at which we are speeding in this country, he added. The safe systems approach has 5 categories: safe roads, safe speed, safe vehicles, safe road users, and post-crash care. Dr. Jones believes that the new Road Traffic Act will help in curtailing recklessness on the nation's road. The police are determined to enforce the law. We are awaiting for the new Road Traffic Act, which will help a lot. We are also waiting for the upgraded ticket system, which will help a lot. But as individuals, we also have to accept personal responsibility to slow down, live and not die, he said. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has issued instructions for the act to be implemented no longer than December 2021. Said Dr. Jones, the National Road Safety Council is appealing to drivers to be much more careful on our roads, not only in the time of a storm like what we had just experienced Tuesday, but at all times. Rest assured that with the help of legislation, we are going to make sure that the law is enforced and that people slow down. Police High Command expresses condolences to relatives of slain policeman. The Police High Command is expressing sincere condolences to the family, friends and colleagues of the Police Corporal Delvin Jackson, who was one of 2 shot dead by unknown assailants in Big Lane Central Village, St. Catherine on Wednesday. Corporal Jackson was assigned to the Glengolf Police Station in St. Catherine North Division. Reports are that about 7:15 a.m., residents heard explosions and summoned the police. On their arrival, Corporal Jackson was seen lying on the roadway with multiple gunshot wounds. He was pronounced dead at hospital. The police said a grey Nissan Teda motor car with the engine running was also found at the scene. The area was canvassed, and while processing the scene, the body of 42-year-old Kenroy Chadler, a taxi operator of West Prospect District, Bogwalk, St. Catherine, was found in bushes with gunshot wounds, the police stated. Detectives assigned to the Major Investigations Division are now probing the double killing. Meanwhile, the Force Chaplaincy and Welfare Units are providing support to the family members and colleagues of Corporal Jackson. New school year starts September 1. High school students return in October, stated Williams. While the new school year will officially get underway on September 1, it will be a staggered reopening that will not see high school students returning to the classroom until October at the earliest. Actual teaching will start on September 6 using the various modalities that have been in place since March 2020, when the novel coronavirus upended life across the island. These include online and audiovisual instruction, as well as the delivery of printing learning packages, which includes textbook handouts and worksheets. The Ministry of Education, Youth and Information, Favour Williams, gave the update on Wednesday. With Jamaica being buffeted by a third wave of the coronavirus, Prime Minister Andrew Holness told a COVID-19 press conference on August 9, where he announced more restrictive measures to combat the virus, that the government was looking to mid-September for the resumption of classes. However, many of the several 100,000 students who have not been benefited from face-to-face instruction since March 13 last year, when school was shuttered 3 days after Jamaica confirmed its first case of COVID-19, will be forced to wait a bit longer before they see either their teacher or friends in the flesh. With the Ministry of Health and Wellness confirming on Wednesday that the more highly contagious Delta variant of the virus is present in the country, and with hundreds of new infections daily over the past several weeks, the administration is hoping that there will be a significant vaccine take-up, including among 12-year-old children and adolescents. Some 204,000 doses of the Vybz vaccine are expected in the island on Thursday, and priority is being given to those age group. Williams said the Health Ministry will roll out its vaccination program for the youngsters this weekend, and is urging parents to make their children available for the jab to facilitate a quicker return to some semblance of normalcy in the classroom. Given the timeline for vaccination of our 12-year-olds and older, face-to-face teaching and learning in our high schools is targeted for early to mid-October, Williams revealed. She said primary and early childhood institutions will resume face-to-face classes in mid-September, but will reduce class sizes. Preference will be given to students who are without electronic devices that would allow them to connect virtually, and attendance will also be staggered to allow as many students as possible to benefit. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.